Hi, Libras. Let's see what's coming in March. What's coming in March? Okay, they said to flip that. That was supposed to be flipped that way. What's coming in March for Libras? A big shift in the energy, huh, Libras? It's coming in March. Maybe you're finally gonna come across your purpose. What's gonna make you happy? What's gonna feed you? What's gonna fuel you? Fuel. What is going to move you? You're gonna recognize. You're gonna be recognized um for this. People are going to see it. Everyone's going to see you shining happy in March, especially when it comes to finances. Okay. Some opportunities going to land, you know, land in your lap. You could also get a pay raise or promotion in March. Oh yeah, pay raise, promotion in March for sure. Maybe a business is going to take off, or maybe the foundation for a business to take off is finally going to be standing, or it's going to be in the works of preparation. March. It is tax season. I just heard tax season. Okay, Libras. Six of Wands, Libra energy was coming in March. Hmm. Libra. So maybe a victory is going to be coming in March. But maybe you need to prepare for this victory and the success that's coming. Or maybe people thought that you're unexperienced and you're arrogant and disorganized, that you couldn't be recognized for something, that you couldn't successfully do something. But you successfully did something, okay, in March. It is March, okay? So you could have already done it. But there's something that you're going to be recognized for, but maybe people around you, this is what they felt. Maybe they felt like, you're so disorganized, you're so arrogant, you're inexperienced, naive a bit. You shouldn't be recognized for shit, etc. I feel like this is the energy here. Or also this is the success that's coming for you, but you're not necessarily ready maybe for it in March. But let's see. Talk to me about the sun. Libra energy was coming in March. Balance with work and life. Work and play. Balance between work and play. Also work harder, not smarter. I meant work smarter, not harder. Fact. Maybe your purpose has to do with that. Maybe your purpose is going to be revealed to you once you find a balance with work and life, and then once you also make a decision to work smarter and not harder. Maybe that is going to give you time and the energy to see things from different perspectives, to have the time to see things, for things to be revealed to you. Mm-hmm. Also, I feel like too, remember I said you might get a job, you know, you might get a pay raise promotion. That is working smarter than harder, right? And not harder. Um, Same hours, different pay. That is going to allow you to be more happy as well. That's maybe going to allow you to even tackle some business ventures and tackle other things as well, because you're going to have the funds for it. Maybe something is going to be revealed to you. Maybe you recognize, Libra, you recognize something within yourself. You recognize how inexperienced you are and how naive and reckless and how arrogant and disorganized you are within yourself. And so you're feeling like in March you need to tighten some shit up. You need to tidy some things up, and you feel like you need to have a balance in your life because you're tired. I just heard you're tired. You're tired. You've been working hard. You are just tired. You're so freaking exhausted, and you need to balance your life because if you're supposed to thrive, you need time. You like, where's the resources? Like, how am I going to thrive? Like, if you have 24 hours in a day, you need a good 2 hours to go towards thriving. Okay, it's like something like that. You need to just balance your life out. Um, and that's been revealed to you. You have found clarity within yourself that you really need to work smarter, not harder, and you really need to figure out a different way. You need to find a better job. You need to do whatever. Like, Ace of Pentacles was coming in March for Libras. Yeah, you figured something out. You figured something out. You want more opportunities, but you're gonna have to change your approach a little bit. You want more opportunities. Um, so you know you're gonna have to expand, work harder, consistency, be responsible. You can't be irresponsible anymore because that's what you recognize within yourself. March, you're making changes with for yourself within yourself. You're you went to stride. You're making strides in March. March is going to be like a little turning over a new leaf, and then I feel like also March is going to be like this pivot, like this turning point, and the spring equinox is approaching. The new year is approaching. The real new year, you guys. So you're preparing. Libra energy. Six of Wands, full in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse. Libra energy was coming in March. Extreme harshness, cutting off, erratic decisions. Maybe yeah, you have to cut off your old self. You have to cut off your old self. You have to cut off your lower self. You have to cut off what's holding you back. The trauma or the trauma. I heard trauma. The trauma, the nature versus nurture, how you were nurtured growing up, and the nature of around the surroundings of you growing up. You have to cut that off because there's something that has been affecting the way you move. Okay. And so you're recognizing, okay, it's this part is a part of my shadow self. Though you can't really cut your shadow self off. You gotta love your shadow self. I think it's more like you're cutting off the dead weight within yourself. Talk to me about the Sun and Eight of Pentacles, Libra energy. Um, your your work effort is determined based on your feelings, your emotions. That's not really good. Um, that's why you need balance. You have to balance your real life, because your real life should help you to escape from your work life. But you also can't take your work life with you home. And so you need to separate the two, Libras. In March, exactly, you're going to learn how to balance work and play in your life. But you can't determine either or based on the other. You can't determine your home life, your work, your play life based on your work. And then you also can't determine your work based on your play life. And if anything, you should be actually, if something's going to be determined by something, you should be determining your work life based on your home life. That should be like you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it should be put first, but I mean over it. I'm just saying, kind of like you could change the perspective, Libras, and say, well, all of me providing for my family or me taking care of my family, whatever, that is going to help me. That's going to help me go to work. Like I'm just going to want to go to work just to do that and leave. Like, okay, and leave all that shit at work. I'm also hearing for some reason too, like, don't go to work and then complain about work. Leave work at work. Like, don't leave work and complain about work and talk about work. Cause like that's literally fusing the two, and then it changes your day. Like it changes your energy and your reaction and response to your fucking real life. Because then you're like, I'm exhausted. When maybe before you even started talking about work, you were exhausted. You were just ready to get off. Um, Things like that. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles was coming in March for Libras. Okay. 4 cards. That's extra. We talked about pay raise, promotion. You're you're chasing okay, so you're moving slow and dull when it comes to, okay, maybe you may not be moving, but maybe the finances are kind of moving slowly, or they've been moving slowly. Or this pay raise promotion coming in March, it took a while to get here, but um, it took a while to get here, but you felt like you were chasing starting a family, making a home and security and stuff. Like you wanted to secure a home here or something in a family or something. But you have to square away finances. Like you don't have to square away finances first. You were maybe trying to square away finances first, and that's where something had to change, because you couldn't square away finances. Finances wasn't an opportunity for you because you were so naive, inexperienced, disorganized, arrogant. You had to let that go because it was stopping you from like being persistent in hunting down your family, starting a family, wanting a family. You want this. You're chasing and hunting this down. Bird eye freaking view, no joke. But this is so slow. You had to be patient for this. This was finances is coming. It's coming. It's an opportunity. But something about too, you're ungrateful with money. Um, so, hmm. Somebody's feelings and emotions is going to be very, very tied down about some type of actions. I don't know this. I don't think this is you, Libra, right here. I think this situation is going to, so remember I said a pay raise and promotion or something, Libra? This is going to surprise someone else around you. This is going to, if someone, this might, it's like you doing something. This is going to be unexpected for someone around you, that it's going to, um, no, no. Yes, that could be, but no, that could be, but no. Because I just got to that. Okay, so first, the first one I got was that somebody might see this as unexpected actions and changes. They weren't expecting this. Someone around you can't see what's coming for you. So the persistence in securing a family, the finances are finally going to complete it. And maybe somebody is going to feel like, oh my gosh, now I'm really, really, really deep in this. Like, this, maybe all of this is going to make you do something that is so like surprising to someone. And then it's like someone, um, yeah, and then someone's gonna feel like, oh my gosh, I can't, how could I ever leave this person? This person's amazing, Libras. And Libra, that's a little shit that y'all be doing a little bit. Y'all very charming. Okay. And I'm also getting as well, after that, um some Libra, you're going to feel like because of the finances coming in and stuff, now you can start showing up. Now you can start being spontaneous. Now you can start changing and showing certain actions, but you have to do it in a way where you kind of have to, you're gonna have to pretty much swallow that and go out of your way and do that, because you know that finances haven't been a thing. So it's like, it's something about finances that not destroys you, but it gives you the icky feeling, icky vicky feeling. And I'm also getting to Libras that some of you really don't want to start a family and do all that yet. And you're not, and you don't want to, you're not persistent with it. That's why everything has been coming in slow. That's why you have to cut off that slowness, that delays and disorganized obstacles and experience, whatever, being naive and shit, like that's slowness, sorry, no offense, but whatever, some people might take offense to that, but it's like, yeah, you're moving slow, you're not chasing, you're not persistent, you're not hunting down, you're not resilient and starting your family, making your home. And that's why you have to get it together, hold it together. You're going to be anchored for a while, because it's like, damn, I have to still show up. I still have to be spontaneous. I still have to make changes. I still have to, surprise my girl and make my girl, make my girl feel good, even though I'm not trying to start a family and make a home yet. So the most I'm going to be doing is showing up a little bit, doing surprise things like that, because somebody's tired. Somebody here is tired, and they go off of the feelings. Somebody works very hard maybe and has to go home and still do for their family, and somebody's tired. So somebody's like, am I going to be tired for the rest of my life? I don't know. Ouch. What's coming in March for Libras? Moving forward, leaving behind something where you're going to be in imbalance with teamwork. Maybe that's this right here. That's what maybe this is too. Somebody couldn't show up at home with a family, security, making someone feel safe because the funds were slow to come in. Maybe even though the funds aren't here in March, like even if the funds don't start picking up in March or something, someone still is going to have to show up, make changes, show up, be loving, affectionate, and maybe someone still has to hold it together and hold it down when it comes to starting a family, making a family, because still things aren't that secure. That's weighing somebody down. The fact that things aren't secure. Somebody can be consistent with affection, but still things aren't secure, and that bothers someone here. Somebody doesn't like when things are off with teamwork. What's coming in March for Libras? Somebody's very intuitive. Somebody's very spiritual. Somebody knows exactly what's going on. Wise, wisdom. So a level up in your knowledge and wisdom is going to be coming in March. Divine feminine. Emotions. You're going to be in tune with your emotions in March. You could also be leaving behind a job in March because you're done putting the effort in. Maybe people don't work as a team with you in your job. Or you are going to be figuring out something about this union here and how something's off with teamwork. Clarity. What's coming in March for Libras? Purpose, happiness, success. Maybe in March you know that someone's going to be lying. I'm also getting this is what this energy is down here too, guys. This energy. Someone's, even though the finances might be coming in, someone still isn't going to feel safe and secure as a family, as a home. And so that's still going to be heavy for someone. That's still going to chain someone up. That's going to be still an emotional weight. And maybe somebody chasing the money, somebody hunting the money down is what makes someone more affectionate, is what makes someone, oh, I can show you love. I can give you some punani or some DSK and call it a day. You're going to find out that somebody's been lying maybe about being happy. It's coming in March. And maybe how you're not standing your ground and protecting yourself. You need to stand your ground more and protect yourself. You might be rekindling with friends from the past. You might be celebrating in March. And this might have something to do with like inheritance, your foundation, your higher self. You might be coming into you might meet someone, a part of your soul tribe in March. Someone who you can collab with and communicate with, you know, and not communicate with. And you guys could have a common ground of like spirituality. So you guys could practice spiritual hygiene together and things like that. All right, this was your reading, Libras. Peace.